Hello, good afternoon everyone, welcome along to Villa Park. It's a relatively short journey from the East Midlands across to the West Midlands in the Premier League this afternoon as Aston Villa host Leicester City. The two sides marching out onto the field of play here in front of a sellout crowd at Villa Park, a stadium that Leicester haven't been to since September 2015. Things going from strength to strength for the Foxes at the moment. After a 7th straight win, made it their best ever start to a league season during the week. There was further good news just 2 days ago as it was announced that Brendan Rodgers had signed a new and improved contract with the club. He won't want to stop at 7 though, and today marks the first meeting between these sides in nearly 4 years, and both have plenty to play for as we approach the traditionally crazy part of the league season. The Foxes' best start to a league campaign was confirmed after the win against Watford during the week, and although they are in a similar part of the Premier League table to the Hornets, this game against Dean Smith's Villa will surely prove to be a more difficult task for Rodgers' record-breaking team. Dean Smith's side were promoted in the playoff final at the end of last season, and after a summer splurge in the transfer market, have a youthful exuberance about their team, with their game in the week ending in a defeat to Chelsea by 2-1, which made it one win in their last 5 games. The handshake's going on between the two sides, so let's take you through the team news, starting with the home side Aston Villa. From the side that started that game against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge on Wednesday, Villa coach Dean Smith has made 2 changes. Conor Hourihane drops out of the side, as does the winger Trezeguet. Douglas Luiz comes into central midfield, and Anwar El Ghazi returns on the wing, having overcome a knee problem. For Leicester City, 3 changes from the side that took on Watford during the week. Ben Chilwell comes back in at left back for Christian Fuchs, having overcome a hip problem. Jose Perez drops out and is replaced by Kelechi Iheanacho for his first start in exactly a year, and Dennis Pratt also comes into the side, having played 45 minutes during the week. He replaces Harvey Barnes. Villa legends of the past lining the pitch here at Villa Park as this 40-something thousand crowd salutes one of their greatest ever managers. And that has only enhanced the atmosphere here ahead of kickoff. Leicester City in their change kit today. Villa in the claret and blue. Leicester with a packed out away and opposite us here in the press box. Around 3,000 fans have made the journey over, hopeful of another 3 points. Delighted to say that alongside me is former Foxes defender and all-round good guy Gerry Taggart. Gerry, do you think they can make it 8?
I can't see any reason why not, to be honest with you. It's all about, obviously how they approach the game mentally. As you can see straight away, Villa not hanging around and putting Leicester under pressure straight from the kick-off.
It's a throw in here to Leicester City in the right back position, which Ricardo Pereira will take. So Flew has kept him out of the last couple. High ball here towards Wesley, who can't make it stick. He hasn't made it stick himself really at Aston Villa so far. Maddison carrying the ball forward into Iheanacho in the right channel. Kelechi Iheanacho, edge of the penalty area, on his left foot in thoughts. Maddison, chance! Oh, it's a great block. Really good block as well it was by Ezri Konsa. Back into the box again, driven in. A shot on target by Maddison at the far post. Vardy it was, sorry, who got the touch in the end, but easily into the arms of Heaton.
James Maddison, lovely little pass inside the right-hand channel from Iheanacho to find Maddison. He's made a late run into the box.
Maddison standing over it as well here for the Foxes. Attacking the Holt end here at Villa Park, the traditional home end of the stadium. Well, Maddison takes his free kick instead, bends it in right-footed, long and deep, towards the far post, touched on! Oh, what a chance that was there for Johnny Evans. Oh. Just a few yards out, those in the away and thought he was going to find the net. They'd almost started celebrating, but in the end it's into the arms of the goalkeeper.
In a really bad position to see that, but it's Soyuncu that gets it back, and Johnny misses it somehow.
Meanwhile, here's Grealish, edge of the penalty area, the reverse here for Target. His low ball into the middle, it's touched off the bar by El Ghazi, who misses from point-blank range. A real let-off there for Brendan Rodgers' side, who will now try and break out themselves. This one really developing into a great game. Maddison inside the centre circle, can't keep it. Grealish challenges him. Nakamba goes left. Target with the long diagonal to the right towards El Ghazi, and well nodded back in the end there. Really well nodded back by Yuri Tielemans into the grateful arms of Kasper Schmeichel.
Yeah, it's a great recovery run from Tielemans. Leicester coming under a little bit of pressure after just hitting the bar. Villa, they regain possession, recycle the ball, but Tielemans doing his defensive role brilliantly.
Not moving particularly easily.
No.
Not sure whether they're just trying to keep him on there as an extra body until Engels can come on. Meanwhile, Villa in possession inside the Leicester half here with Wesley Moraes. He gives it away. Pratt forward now into Iheanacho, who will try and run at Mings. That would be the thing to do. Slides it forward. Vardy in on goal. Jamie Vardy round the goalkeeper. It's got to be. He's missed it. Still Vardy. Goal! Leicester City have the lead, and it just had to be, didn't it? Jamie Vardy again. 8 in 8. The away end going mad opposite us here. The Villa fans thought he missed it first time, and in truth he did, but the chance was still there for the Leicester City number 9, and he wasn't going to miss from a couple of yards out. It is Aston Villa 0, Leicester City 1.
Yeah, well, as soon as Wesley gets the ball, I'm thinking to myself, Villa are in trouble here, because he doesn't know what he's doing with it. He duly gives it away. Iheanacho gets on there. It's a lovely ball from Iheanacho for the run of Vardy here. And as you say, Jimmy just gets him round the keeper. He then miskicks it. But the Villa defender, Consa, he trips over Tom Heaton as he's coming out. He can't get up quick enough. Vardy gets the missed kick in the first place and slots it home.
Back to Soyuncu on the halfway line. It's been a really good game so far. He's got 5 minutes to run of normal time in the first half. Engels with the ball out and away. Leicester again though, have it back on the left side. They're doing well at the moment. Plenty of this game inside the Villa half in the last few moments. Soyuncu. Still Shagla Soyuncu. Out to the left for Chilwell. Anxiety growing among these Villa fans. Cross from the left, low in towards the near post, in for 2-0. It's touched in by Kelechi Iheanacho. 2 in 3 games for the forward, and Leicester have that second goal they craved. Right before half-time, perfect time to get it, perfect cross, perfect finish. Leicester have a 2-goal lead here at Villa Park.
Yeah, it's a great finish. Again, good patient build-up play from Leicester. The ball play from Tielemans to Madison, and he absolutely rifles one in at the near post. Kelechi Iheanacho's making that near post run, just like all good centre forwards should do. And in the end, it's an easy tap in at the near post, but it's the ball and the run that make it look so easy. Fantastic play from Leicester City.
Villa Park emptying out here as some fans go down for an early half-time pint. So corner right side here for Aston Villa. McGinn stepping up to it now, bends it high into the box towards Engels, who nods it back across. Leicester trying to clear it away. El Mohammadi back in again. El Ghazi in there. Ricardo gets his head to the ball. Still half a chance. Grealish drives it in, deflected. Aston Villa have a way back in this game. There's a bit of pushing and shoving inside the net, but I wonder whether the flag should have gone up for offside in the build-up to that goal, because I'm sure that Engels was coming back from an offside position, and although he didn't touch the ball, I'm sure that he was involved in the play. There's a yellow card coming out here for Wesley for his involvement in the aftermath of that goal. Now VAR will be checking it. He was coming back in here, Engels, as El Mohammadi cleared it. I don't think that... I'd be surprised if they overturn this goal, but Grealish has rifled it in, and in the second minute of added time, it is now Aston Villa 1, Leicester City 2.
Yes. Well, I don't know, they're obviously checking it. I would have thought they were checking it. There's a lot going off there, too much for me to explain. What I will say, fantastic finish from Jack Grealish, if it does.
The boos as the VAR graphic comes up on the big screens around Villa Park. Now, we can see the feed that the VAR is checking, the fans can't. Well, at the moment, they're checking, pushing and shoving inside the box after the goal, as opposed to the actual goal. Madison taking this corner from the left for Leicester, clips it high and long towards Evans at the far post. His header, it's in for 3-1. Johnny Evans, what a header! That is a quite remarkable goal. Simple in its creation, but the execution was bang on the money. And just a couple of minutes after Villa got themselves back into this one, Leicester's 2-goal lead is restored. It's Johnny Evans with a header, with his first of the season, his first since February. Villa 1, Leicester 3.
Well, there's a little bit of movement here, but you've got to say Johnny Evans has the freedom of Villa Park to head that one home. Aston Villa all over the show at the back. No one within a metre of Johnny Evans when he heads that ball. It leaps over everybody into the far corner. Heaton has absolutely no chance.
Down the right-hand side, plays it infield to Grealish, edge of the penalty area, loose first touch. And Soyuncu steps in to carry the ball away here for Leicester City. Towards the halfway line, back in field to Maddison, inside the centre circle. Leicester stroking the ball around here in the middle third of the pitch. Villa not closing them down too much, and in the end, indeed, he goes back to Schmeichel. Gives a high ball out to the right towards Ricardo, who challenges with Target. And Target somehow manages to win the ball despite being on the ground. And given away by Trezeguet. Indeed, looking for that ball out towards Vardy, who latches onto it down the left-hand side. Vardy's into the penalty area. Jamie Vardy plays it square. Maddison! Oh, he's put it past the post. Everyone was waiting for the net to bulge there from James Maddison. Set himself beautifully, took it round the defender, opened up his body, but has curled it just wide of Tom Heaton's left-hand post.
Yeah, great play from Vardy again. It's indeed he plays the ball through to him. He's got to work, Vardy, to get a hold of it. He does that and just puts it on a plate for Maddison. He comes round the defender.
Indeed, dropping very deep here to show for the ball and finds the ball out to Chilwell. And Brendan Rodgers putting his hands above his head to applaud the move there. It's clearly something they've worked on. Chilwell goes wide left to Barnes. Harvey Barnes, corner of the penalty area. Back to Chilwell inside the box. Ben Chilwell dinks it towards the far post. Chance for another! And it's spurned by Yuri Tielemans. Hammers it over the bar on the volley, and that would have wrapped things up.
Well, I'm sure his eyes lit up there, Yuri Tielemans, as that ball's just clipped. Lovely little flighted chip. Back post, beautifully set up. He's in the right position. The ball's got the right amount of pace, height, everything.
On three sides, apart from the Leicester end on the far side here. Ricardo carrying it forward here for Leicester City. There are two in the box, Barnes and Vardy. He goes square to Tielemans, who had that chance a couple of minutes back. And Didi wide to the right-hand side. Ricardo, edge of the penalty area, into the box now for Pratt. Back to goal. Lays it back. Ricardo. Still Ricardo, he's gone round Douglas Luiz. His low ball in, chance! Oh, it's over the top. That was an opportunity for Harvey Barnes. And the opportunity's starting to rack up now for Leicester City. They need to put one in.
Yeah, he's spot on, Ricardo. Just how good is Ricardo? I mean, that is sublime ability, pace. And then they have the composure and the awareness just to slot one on a play for Harvey Barnes. Again, Harvey puts it over.
It was almost an awkward tackle as he went down with 2 feet, but he won the ball. El Ghazi's low ball in towards the near post, flicked on towards the far by El Mohammadi, and there was no one there in claret and blue to turn it in.
Well, that is sacrilege. When you flick a ball on at the near post, you're expecting at
all
least
the ball over the top for Jamie Vardy. He's onside. Jamie Vardy through on goal. Vardy! That will seal it. Jamie Vardy in dreamland for Leicester City again. There is no stopping this man. There is no stopping Leicester City. They have a fourth goal at Villa Park, and the home end is emptying. Aston Villa 1, Leicester City 4.
We'll talk about end-to-end stuff. Quite incredible. It's Ricardo with a clearance. Villa, it's a nothing knockdown. Dennis Pratt picks it up, and it's a little floaty, loopy number right over the top. Villa, who have been at 6s and 7s all day at the back for me, yet again. Matt Target's trying to get back with Vardy, but he's got a parachute hanging out the back of his shirt. He just can't keep up with Vardy, and we know what happens when Jamie Vardy's in that position. He is clinical. Bottom left-hand corner. He's not had the best afternoons, has he, Target?
Can Leicester go on and get a fifth goal? Maddison standing over this, Chilwell as well, just a couple of yards outside the box. Maddison bends it in, good ball, Soyuncu, great save, Heaton, rebounds, Evans over the top. Oh, it looked like a certain goal, and Soyuncu can't believe there that he hasn't found the net. It was a superb save by Tom Heaton, in fairness. Straight at him, it came off his head.
Yeah. You don't often see that, do you? Goalkeeper saving with the head. Soyuncu beats the offside trap, or beats the Villa line. Yeah, you know, they huffed and puffed, didn't they, in the first half? Took their talismanic figure in Jack Grealish to help them get back into the game, but in the second half, Leicester just took full control of this game.
Jamie Vardy continues to thrive in the areas of the pitch he knows best. A tap in for his first, the second he was put through on goal. Iheanacho with a tap in at the near post, and Evans with a fantastic header as well along the way, and it could get to 5 before we're done because Brighton is in the box. Cut back for Barnes, great save Heaton. Could have been 5, still might be 5. Barnes has an effort which is blocked. Out of play it goes for a Leicester City corner, and that would have rounded things off nicely.
Yeah, great chance it came for Harvey Barnes. Mark Albrighton, lovely bit of skill from him. As you said, keeper saves it. Game over.
There isn't time to take the corner. Referee Michael Oliver blows the full-time whistle. Leicester City with another win, 8 in a row in the Premier League. They remain in second place, but Brendan Rodgers' side putting on a fantastic show here in the West Midlands today. Jamie Vardy with a double, Kelechi Iheanacho and Johnny Evans with goals either side of half-time as well. They have put this Aston Villa side to the sword. It has been such a fantastic performance from Brendan Rodgers' side. Final thoughts from Jerry Taggart.
Yeah, great performance from start to finish. Opening first half, Leicester have torn Aston Villa apart. Yes, they conceded late on in that first half, but business as usual was resumed at the beginning of the second half with 2 goals just to kill Villa off, and a thoroughly professional performance. Brendan Rodgers changed his formation for this game, and it's worked an absolute treat for the players on the pitch. And Leicester City keep rolling on, and to Norwich, well, you've got to say, you know, at the minute, Leicester City look unbeatable.
They have beaten their top-flight league record for consecutive wins, which now stands at 8. They'll look to make it 9 against Norwich City next Saturday. But here this afternoon, it has been a performance, an afternoon to savour at Villa Park. The full-time score, Aston Villa 1, Leicester City 4.